show. Save that. And alright, should be good to go here. Just refresh that real quick, see if we got the titles changed and everything, and then we should be good to start. Why still that? Hold on, let me refresh real quick. Okay, that should be our title here. Let me just go viewers. A little too high. Should be in there somewhere. Somewhere around here. Yeah, I don't know where we're at in there, but it should be somewhere. Let me just check my YouTube one. If everything's good, then we can just start somewhere. Let me just check my chat as well, real quick. Around here. Just to see. Yeah, I don't know where we're at in there, but yeah, close it like crap. Some more chat. Just check my YouTube one. Let's see if the chat is working fine, then we can just scroll. Because previous time I was streaming, I did not see my YouTube stuff, so just to see. Yeah, I don't know where we're at in there, but chat. Close it like crap. Some more chat. Just check my YouTube one. The chat is working fine. Just my Twitch one here, because previous time I was streaming, I did not see my YouTube stuff, so. Okay, there we go. They both appeared. Just two. Chat. Close it like crap. Some more chat. Check my YouTube one. Okay, there might be a slight delay on my YouTube one, maybe. I don't know. Because previous time I was streaming, I did not see my YouTube. Okay, there might be a slight delay on my YouTube chat, but it still works, so that's fine. Anyways, let's go and start now. So let's close this. And let's get on. So Linux system enumeration. Let's make this a bit bigger. Before we move on, we need to clarify an important aspect of the penetration testing process. Since we have successfully exploited our target and obtained access to it during the exploitation stage, we should make a clear distinction between these two stages, exploitation and post-exploitation. As the name of these two suggests, both stages are about the exploitation. However, if you search for penetration testing process, you will see many sources on the internet that will tell you that post-exploitation comes right after exploitation. Yes, this is true, but necessarily, okay, I'm guessing this is true, but not necessarily all the time. Post-exploitation stage aims to obtain sensitive and security relevant information from a local perspective that in most cases requires higher privileges than a standard user. This stage includes the following components: evasive testing, pillaging, privilege escalation, data exfiltration, information gathering, vulnerability assessment, and persistence. Okay, let me get some water here. The main difference between the two is the level of access we have. In the exploitation stage, we do not have any local or privileged access to any of the provided services of the target. However, in the post-exploitation stage, we do. In other words, exploitation stage is when we attack the target system from, okay, there's a lot of typos in this. The target system from outside, and post-exploitation when we attack it from within. Another important point is that need to be mentioned is that you cannot escalate your privileges on a target system without gathering information from within it. If you don't know certain details about the system you're dealing with, such as the kernel being used, what users exist, what privileges they have, or how everything is configured, you will have a very hard time to escalate privileges. For example, if we discover information gathering another SSH private, okay, that's just what this is. another SSH private key on the target system as a user John and identify that it belongs to the user root. Sorry, which is the administrator for Linux systems. Okay, could use it to log into the target system with the highest possible privileges, which means we successfully elevated our privileges from the user John to root. In this case, this would bring us directly into the post-exploitation stage. So yeah, we basically skip the whole exploitation stage and we move to post-exploitation. The transition from exploitation to post-exploitation also occurs if we're obtaining the highest possible privileges after exploiting an exposed service from the outside. Okay, yeah, there's a lot. My English is not that bad. There's just a lot of typos in this. After exploiting exposed service from the outside of the target system, once we have these privileges, we can start to collect and extract valuable information from the target. Okay. Linux system enumeration. Linux enumeration is a critical process where we gather detailed information about the compromised system, which is what we might have done before. This information helps identify potential privilege escalation vectors, sensitive data, and system weaknesses. It allows us to understand the target environment thoroughly, which is essential for further steps. The goal here is to understand the system setup, how it's structured, what purpose it serves, and what it does specifically, and what the implications are. Therefore, we need to collect at least the following pieces of information. System information, we need the OS version, kernel version, architecture, and install patches. User information, current user privileges, all users on the system, and sudo rights. Network information, network interfaces, routing tables, active connections. Okay, running services, active processes, listening ports, scheduled tasks. File system, interesting files, permission issues, mounted drives. Installed software applications version, potential vulnerabilities. Okay, security mechanisms, firewall rules, so Linux status, app armor profiles. So yeah, Limpies is gonna do all of that recon for us. Just get the script on the machine and run it, and then boom, it should do that automatically for us. While all of this information can be obtained manually, there are also several tools that can automate the process. One of those tools is called Linux Privilege Escalation Awesome Script, Limpies. Limpies is a powerful enumeration tool designed to automatically detect possible privilege escalation vectors on Linux systems. It's part of the Linux Privilege Escalation Awesome Script suite next generation. Oh, NG actually means... Okay, I did not know that P is NG. Like, yeah, I did not know that it meant that, to be honest. Privilege escalation vectors, part of privilege escalation awesome script suite. Yeah, I did not know. This was that. All right, anyways. The script performs comprehensive checks across the system, highlighting potential security issues with color-coded outputs for better visualization based on severity. Red, highly probable priv-esque vectors, yellow, potential priv-esque vectors that require further analysis, and green, general information useful for manual enumeration. Key features of Limpies include, but not limited to, automated detection of common privilege escalation vectors, identification of misconfigurations in services, cron jobs, and SUID, SGID binaries. So yeah, that's things that we can usually leverage for root access. Detection of credentials in files, environment variables, or process memory. Checking for vulnerable software versions and known kernel exploits, which is like very, very rare. Honestly, I don't think I've had a single box with a kernel exploit so far. Analysis of pseudo privileges and other permission related issues, enumeration of sensitive information that could aid lateral movement. Let's download Limpies and utilize it against our target system. Therefore, we will use the following command on our attacking machine. Pawnbox. Let's grab a thing. I already have linps installed somewhere. Let me just try to find it if I have it. So let's find dash name, and then we're gonna go linps and to no. See if we can find anything here. And if we do, that's good. If it's not, then we're probably gonna have to get linps on our machine, which is fine as well. You know, it's not the end of the day. We can get linps. That's fine. Let me just put that down. Just see if I ever have any problems with, you know, chat again. That should help out. Yeah, let's see if we have it. Anything yet? Doesn't seem like we have it right now. It is still open. Might take a bit of time to do that. Yeah, we don't have it, so let's grab it and put it on our machine. Can get linps. That's fine. Let me just put that down. Just see. Let's double get it. Have any problems with? There we go. You know, get the linp script. That should help out. Boom. Yeah, let's see if we have it. Anything yet? Doesn't seem. There we go. You got the script. And yeah, we just got the script. I thought, you know, it was gonna get us to get the whole linp suit, but just got the script, which is nice. Yeah. Once downloaded, we can use the local tool SCP to upload the file to the target system by using obtain SSH access to the target, which we had. Let me just spawn the target again real quick here. There we go. So I need to spawn it again to be able to continue where we left off last time. Oh, while it's spawning, we're gonna get our command here. So yeah, see that. Once downloaded, we can use command syntax. So here's the syntax: scp -i private key file to transfer username at IP address path to store. All right. So yeah. scp-idrsa/linps.sh John at IP, and then path. So let's do that real quick. So hold up, scp, right? scp-i, so scp-i idrsa, and then yeah, file names, it's gonna be linps.sh, and it's gonna be, isn't it John or at the IP? Yeah, John. And then John. Let's grab our IP from down there. Okay, still spawning. It's taken a very long time. I think I had to reload the page. That's why maybe it's taking such a long time right now. And the shell is spawned, and it's gonna be. But yeah, it's taking a bit of time here. And now I can't minimize this. Oh, come on, man. Hackthebox, do better, man. What's going on there? Okay, still spawning. It's taken a very long time. I think. Hey, come on, man. Let me refresh. Let me refresh. It's taking such a long time right now. Okay, if this doesn't do, okay, there we go. Worked. If it didn't work, that would have been a little bit annoying, but it did work in the end. There we go. John at our IP, and then yeah. Do better, man. Yeah, and then our home /home/John. To put it into John's home directory, which is what it tells us to do that. You know, in an actual test, you would actually go into and see where you could put it. I don't. Well, should have access to John's home directory as John. Should have right permissions there. So let's try to do that. Yes, I'm sure about that. It's probably gonna ask for the password. Yep. Put it into John's home directory. Oh, I needed to change the. Hold up, I need to change the. In an actual test, you would actually go into IDRSA and see where you could put it. I think it's. I forgot the goddamn. Let me check John's home directory as. Forgot the goddamn. So let's try to do that. Yes, I forgot the permissions I need. Probably gonna ask for the password. Yep. Let me ask. Permission. Oh, I needed to change the for ID. underscore RSA file ID RSA and see where you could put it. I think it's it should have 600. There we go. That's why I can't use it. That's why it's asking me for a password. Because how do I do that again? I actually forgot how to change permissions. I forgot the permissions I need. Let me ask. What permission do I need to change? How do you change permissions? Linux. It should have 600. There we go. That's why I can't use it. That's why chmod, yeah, chmod. There we go. Totally forgot that. Chmod. Forgot how to change chmod 600 ID RSA. D underscore RSA. And now, if we run the same command, it should work. Hopefully. Should not ask us for a password now. There we go. So yeah, I don't know if it mentioned changing permissions in the last one. If it did not, that's very, very bad. Incredibly bad if it didn't. If it actually didn't tell us that. Yeah, hopefully it did. If we run the same command, because yeah, that would be a pretty bad work if it didn't. Hopefully. Anyways, after we have successfully transferred the script, we can log into the tower and check if it's there. So yeah, which is exactly what we're gonna do. So we're gonna SSH in, SSH. We're gonna use private key because it's easier. ID RSA. Yeah, we could just do that. If it actually did. Actually, maybe not, because the IP is not gonna. Okay, wait, it works. Okay, hang on. Yeah, that would be a pretty. Let's see. PWD. Anyway, after we have John, it's not here. The script can log into the check if it's there. So it's exactly what we're gonna do. Let's exit real quick here. Is that the right IP or am I? Is that the right IP right now? Just do that. If it actually 10, 129, 32. Okay, wait. Yeah, exactly. That's not the right IP. I think I just SSH'd into somebody else's box right there, which is not ideal, you know. But that's fine. You know, I didn't do anything bad, so that's fine. Alright, let's go in. Now where should be the right IP right now? The file we copied over there. So the limpy script, yep, it's there. I need to give it chmod, so chmod plus x, I think. Mod, I'll do that one on my own. So for execute permissions, so chmod plus, you know, I didn't do anything bad, so x. Alright, let's go in. Limpies. Now where should be the? Now it should be in red or blue, I guess. And now we're gonna just do that. So limpies.sh. There you go. It's gonna run just like that. Very nice. Now it's gonna take some time to run, so we're just gonna let it run, and then we're gonna see what else it tells us to do here. So successfully transfer the script. Bash. You can inspect them by using bash. Okay, yeah. So that inspects the different thing. Now let's execute the script and redirect yourself with the new file called as result. Should have probably done that. Should have probably done that. Cancel this. We're just gonna let it run, and then we're gonna then please successfully take end results. So what does AN do actually? Perform all checks, 1 minute processes, brute force and extra checks, okay? And then what does capital N do? Let's capital N do. Do not use colors. Why would you not use colors? Why would you not use colors? Take end results. So what does AN do actually? Why would you not use colors? I think colors will make it. Okay, I'm not gonna use N. I'm gonna just use -A. Like, will colors not make it easier for me to see everything? I think colors is gonna just make it easier. Why not use colors? Yeah. And then type that over to. Yeah, just name it MPs. Underscore results. I think colors underscore read. Okay, I'm not gonna use results. Use -A. I have caps lock on. Like, that's fine though. I wasn't gonna type the whole thing, but dot txt and boom. launch it here, and then type that over to, and yeah, just name it. Okay. Underscore. Is that how it's supposed to work, or I think underscore. Oh no. Okay, I'm not gonna use okay, yeah. SCP, private key, bam bam bam, path to store, dot txt, and boom. Launch it here, and then type that over to. Do I? Yeah, just name it. Okay. Is that how it's supposed to work? Oh, so I tell them what I want to copy over. So this is what I want. Okay, yeah. And then this is where I want it at. Okay, cool. Cool. I was about to say like, wait, what? But yeah, I got it now. Yeah, I don't know if this is working right now. Let me just let's do what I just did last time. See if that works. Slash please. And then type that over to. Oh, so I tell them what I want to copy over. Underscore results. Okay, yeah. And then this is where I want it at. Okay, cool. I was about to say like, wait, text. But yeah, I got it now. See if that works. Yeah, I don't know if this is working right now. Let me just. Okay, it just does that. I don't know. Let's do what I just did last time. I don't know. I'm gonna let it run for like maybe 1 or 2 minutes here, and then we'll see if it. And then type that over to. If it works. What is the name of the? I mean, I could just search on Google, can't I? I could literally just search on Google. See if that works. Yeah, I don't know if this is working right now. Okay, it just does that. I don't know. Let's do what I just did last time. I don't know. I'm gonna let it run on Google. There we go. Maybe 1 or 2 minutes here, and then we'll see if it. If it works. What is the name of the? I mean, I could just search on description, CVA detail. Flow was found in the way the flags member of the new pipe buffer structures was lacking proper initialization in copy page 2. Hi for that. An unprivileged local user could use this flow to write to pages in the page cache backed by read-only files. So what the hell is it called? CVA detail. Flow was found in the way the flags member of the new pipe buffer structures was lacking proper initialization. What the hell is it called? Copy page 2. Hi for that. An unprivileged local user could use this flow to write to pages in the page cache backed by dirty pipe. Okay, there you go. It's dirty pipe. I'm guessing this is what we are going to have to exploit here. Dirty pipe. No? What the hell is it called? Dirty pipe. Yeah. See, it's always these little things, bro. They don't want spaces. They don't want this. They don't want that. Dirty pipe. Okay, there you go. Yeah, some permissions denied. It's trying to brute force. It's trying to do some stuff here. Gonna let it do its thing. Might take a bit of time to just get everything done. Gonna leave it be while it does that. What is the code name of the Linux distribution? Yeah. See, it's always these probably they don't want that. Dirty pipe. Right? Yeah, some permissions denied. It's trying to brute no. I could probably get this information without which pseudo version is installed on the Linux target. See, I could get all this information without running all of this stuff. Like without running limpis, I could get that anyways. I could actually SSH on. Can I SSH with 2 different terminals into the same machine? Can I background this? Hold on, how to background shit? I think it's Control Z to background, right? See, I could get all of this. This is gonna change GPT, bro. Without. It's gonna make my life so much easier. All of this stuff, like without running, I could get that anyway. Background. Could actually SSH on running. Can I SSH with 2 different terminals into the same machine on Linux? I think it's Control Z to background. Z to background, right? See, I could get all GPT, bro. Without. It's gonna make my life so much easier. Oh. Like without running. Oh. Anyway. Background. actually SSH on. Can I SSH with I think it's control script that's already running. I'm gonna go reason and search as well. It's gonna make my life so much easier. Oh. Oh. Yeah, control Z I'm guessing. Suspend the job. Send to stop the process pausing it. Oh, it stops the process. I think it's control script that's already running. I'm gonna go reason and search as well. Okay, so I can do control Z and then BG for background. Okay, so. Oh, did it finish? Yeah, control Z I'm guessing. Suspend the job. I think it finished. Send to stop the process pausing it. Let's move it over to our main machine and then check it out. So let's see. SCP-I, RD, RSS. Okay, so I can do control Z and then BG for background. Okay, so. Oh, wait, do I need the IP on this? I think I might need it. ID. I think it finished. Or let's move it over to our main machine and then. Like, how does that work? Check it out. I don't have SCP-I, RD, RSS. Okay, so I can do control Z and then BG. I think I need to have this on my actual machine. I think I might need it. Yeah, I need to get it from my machine. So I need to exit out of here into my main machine. So exit. I don't have. And then go to my machine. And then do that. I think I need to have this on my actual machine. I think I might need it. Yeah, I need to yes. Get it. Is that the? Yeah, that's not the IP I need. I need to actually use my own IP here. So let's get the correct IP from here, and then do that. There we go. Slap it down here, and then center. I think I need to have this on my actual machine. It might go to my root directory here. So. Yes. Yeah. Is that the? Yeah, that's not the IP I need. I don't think it's gonna be here. My own IP here. So. Oh no, never mind. It actually came here. Okay, cool. So let's cat from here. Then please. And then do that. Underscore results. There you go. I copy it down here. Okay, this is it's gonna be a bit to scroll through here. It might go to my root directory here. So no. Yes. Yeah. Is that the? Yeah, that's not the IP I need. I don't think it's gonna be here. Then please. Oh no, never mind. It actually came here. Okay, cool. So let's cat results. There we go. Then please. Okay, it doesn't show the colors. Yeah, it actually shows the codes for the colors, and not that it doesn't actually render out the colors. So that's not gonna work for us yet. Let's clear everything out, and then let's run same command. Okay, I can't scroll up. I cannot scroll up. I can't scroll up. Okay, it doesn't show the colors. Okay, I can scroll with that. Yeah, okay. It actually shows. There's a lot of stuff to read through here. A lot of red as well. Yellow is what we're looking for. Let's clear everything out, and then okay. Red, yellow, yeah. That's. Okay, I can't scroll up. Red, yellow is what we're looking for here, so let's just scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. I can't scroll up. Actually, let's codename of the Ubuntu distribution. Of the Linux distribution. Okay, I probably gotta read through some of this stuff here to find it out. Yellow is what we're looking for. Okay, I can't scroll. I don't know why my mouse wheel is not working here. Red, yellow, yeah. Can't even go down with my red, yellow is what we're looking for. Let's just scroll down. This isn't okay. Why is it? Okay? Why was it down here? First things first. I don't know why. Yes. Let's see. Basic information. Linux version. That generic build. That GCC Ubuntu. Okay, I can't scroll. I don't know why my mouse wheel is not working here. Can't name Ubuntu. Please can this host learn more with H. Bash.
Okay, why was it down here?
System information. Let's see.
First, I don't know why.
Yes.
Let's see,
Basic
basic information,
info.
Linux version, that generate.
Okay, I could actually just do hold up. I could actually just do less.
I don't know why my
Less
was not
Olympics.
Let's
Name
name
Ubuntu.
my
I think that's a better way to look at it, right? Results.
learn more with H.
Bash. Yes.
Okay, why was it down here?
System for fuck's sake.
First, I don't know why. Let's see, basic info, Linux version.
Oh no.
Okay, I could actually.
Yeah, that again, it doesn't show the colors. So yeah. I guess this is why it did not want me to like print out with the colors, I guess. That's probably why we didn't want the colors. Yeah, let's try to find some yellow stuff here. See if you can find anything at all. Oh no. Yeah, that again, it doesn't show the colors. So yeah. I guess this is why it did not want me to like print out with the colors, I guess. I did see some yellow last time I scrolled up. Okay, I think I might have seen some yellow here. No, my bad. Let's try to find some yellow. Yeah, but yeah, last time I did do this, I did see some yellow. I just can't figure out where right now.
Again,
I mean, I'm just halfway through. There's a lot more to go, so plenty of time to get some yellow here.
Why it did not want me to like.
I did see some working. Okay, there we go.
Last time I scrolled up. Okay, I think I might.
Admin identities, Unix groups, sudo.
Yeah, but
Unix
yeah, last
group
time I
admin.
did do this, I did see some.
User
yellow.
John may run the following commands on Ubuntu.
Where right now?
Okay, we can run nano with no okay, it doesn't ask me to actually exploit this right now, but if we did, there's a website for this, man. I actually forgot the name of the website. Oh, my brain is going. But yeah, there's a website for this. Ben, I forgot the name of the website, but yeah, you could just type the binaries names or whatever, and then it just tells you if there's a
With no.
certain exploit. So for example, if we could just use nano with no password, then I know that there is a particular exploit for this for privilege escalation. I'm pretty sure there is. Might be dumb, but I'm pretty sure there is.
But yeah, there's a website for this.
Host name, host and DNS.
But yeah, you can just type the binaries names or whatever, and then it just tells you if there's a certain exploit. So for example, if we could just use nano with no password, then I know that there is a particular exploit for this.
Yeah, I don't think there's any more yellow here.
I'm pretty sure there is. Might be dumb, but I'm pretty sure there is. But yeah, there's a website.
Oh, got some CVs things here.
Host name, host and DNS.
Sudo baron, same did. Set UID screen. Sudo baron, same did too. Font kit, dirty pipe. Oh, there we go. Details, dirty pipe. Exposure less probable. Less probable. Less. Okay, I can't scroll, man. Why can't I scroll? Why do I have to use this? I don't know. It's annoying though. It certainly is. Oh, there we go, Jammy. This is the code name we needed. I never knew there was a code. I didn't even know that was a thing until now. Jammy. There we go. Which pseudo version is installed on the Linux target? Which pseudo version? Oh, there we go. That's that is very convenient. You know, just right below it. There we go. Bam. Certainly is. And then what is the release note of Ubuntu running on the target? Release number. I never knew there was 22. Maybe this? No, that was the thing. I think that's it till now. There we go. Which pseudo version is installed on the Linux target? There we go. Which pseudo version? No, that's not it. Or do you have a space in there somewhere?
That is.
Oh, it just crossed through. So yeah, release that. It's without the 0. Oh shit.
And then what is
it's without the 04, so let's just paste here without the 04 or the .4. Maybe this. And that's done. Nice. This was fairly easy again. You know, it didn't require us to do any exploitation, so again, fairly easy. We should have probably gotten most of this information
without running limpies, but I'm guessing we'll need the limpies info that we got for the next part here, which is Linux vulnerability assessment. Let me add that to my title real quick here.
And that's done. Nice. This was fairly easy.
Or
Again,
change
it
my
didn't
title
require
to
us
that.
to do any exploitations or again
Linux
fairly
vulnerability assessment is what we're doing now.
on most of this information.
And I
Without
did not want
running
that to
limpies, but
happen.
I'm guessing we'll need the limpies info that we
And
got
let me
for
also update
next
the
part here,
YouTube one
which
here real
is
quick for that.
vulnerability assessment. Let me add that to my
Linux
title.
system,
And
okay.
that's done.
Yeah, we don't have any comments, so I call Linux system enumeration on Hackthebox.
Any exploitation
And we are now doing
vulnerability
and
is what we're doing now.
Linux vulnerability assessment. Nice. Let me add that there as well. And do that. And that's perfect. Save that.
For that,
Let's see if it's saved.
Linux system
And okay, everything went offline.
Linux system enumeration on Hackthebox.
And perfect. Alright, let's go back to here now.
Doing
Linux vulnerability assessment. Let me drink some water and then get back here. Bit of reading to do. There as well. Do that. And that's perfect. Save that.
for that.
Let's see if it's saved. Linux vulnerability assessment.
Okay,
After successfully running limpies on the target system, we can now assess the results to see if there's any interesting data, low-hanging fruits, or potential vulnerabilities on the system. Looking at the image below, we found ourselves within the vulnerability assessment stage. The goal here is to analyze the information we've collected so that we can understand the system from within and identify ways for further exploitation and privilege escalation. Sorry.
Any interesting data.
Goddamn. Okay, so what the vulnerability assessment stage here, so gotta find the vulnerabilities and see what can be exploited and what can't be exploited. So let's go ahead and do that.
Is to analyze the information.
Now let's take a closer look at the results we've obtained through limpies by using the cat command. At the beginning, we'll see the basic information and cat limpies underscore results text. Yes, sorry, exactly what we saw, you know.
Goddamn.
Okay, so what the vulnerability all the stuff that we had to use to answer
Find the vulnerabilities and see
previous section. This information contains the details about the operating system itself, which is Ubuntu 24.dat, the kernel that, compiler GCC v that. This information is crucial because we might discover kernel exploits that leverage vulnerabilities in kernel functions to obtain root privileges. Additionally, we have observed that the user is a member of a pseudo group which grants them certain administrative privileges. Let's take a look at the operating system setup, okay?
the kernel
Operating system, book metrics, Linux holding, privilege escalation, kernel exploits.
information is crucial because we might
Yeah. So yeah, we did see this bit here. Here it states that the target using the Ubuntu version LTS with the codename Jammy. This gives some insight into how well patched the system is. When we scroll down, we'll see the results of another tool called Linux Exploit Suggester, which is used in the Limpy script. This tool suggests that the current system might be vulnerable to specific and known vulnerabilities and provides some details, tags, and download rules when we can download the exploits from. So yeah, there we go. We got the dirty pipe, the pawn kit, you know. However, when we take a closer look at these results, we see that Ubuntu 22 is not listed for these two exploits, is an indicator that the vulnerabilities might be patched with the new releases. Now that we have a solid understanding of the operating system and kernel, we can move on to examining users, groups, and permissions. Again, I'm calling it. Hey, thanks for the follow, Zero Day. Appreciate it, man. Welcome to the stream. We can move on to examining users, groups, and permissions. I'm calling it right now. It's probably the nano, sudo with nano that's going to lead to privilege escalation here. I just forgot the site on which we can, Hey, thanks for do that. If I probably search like sudo
sudo
we can move on to examining
nano
users groups and permissions. I'm calling it right now.
it's probably gonna give me the website. Yeah,
Um,
GCF bins.
sudo
Exactly. That's
with
exactly
nano that's gonna lead
the website I'm looking for, and then we have
privilege
sudo.
I've just forgot the
Permissions for that.
site on which
Is allowed to run as super user by sudo. It does not drop the privileges and may be used to access the file system, escalate or maintain privilege access. There we go. Yeah, I think this is exactly what gives us root. Here. I'm guessing this is what we're gonna exploit, but I might be wrong. Let's keep reading. However, when we take a closer look at the results, already went through that. Okay. Linux vulnerability assessment, users information. Privilege access. There we go. All right. My user book.hattrick. Yep. Do I have BGPT?
I'm guessing this is
Down. Checking sudo L.
I might be wrong. Let's keep reading.
User John Median run the following command. There we go. No password needed to run nano. In short, we're logged in as the user John on the target system with sudo privileges, meaning we can act as an admin. With sudo, we can run nano without a password and any command with a password. Another unusual point is that the user data, the user for the web server usually is also in John's group. This allows the user data at least to see the contents of John directory, which is how we were able to extract John's credentials from his home directory on the FTP server. Now let's take a look at the software we have installed in the system. So we probably have Nano, maybe installed here. We have netcat, ping, python, sudo. Yeah, that's not the whole list. It gets snipped out. Having a list of software such as the list limpy generates can aid us tremendously, particularly when it comes to tools we could theoretically make use of. For example, since we know that system has curl and wget installed, we could utilize them to download files over HTTP from our target machine Hornbox. Another interesting software is Perl, PHP, and Python because these allow us to execute specific code on the system or use other scripts written in that language. Overall, it extends our capabilities on the machine. Further down, we're presented with the possible protections present on the with a list. I'm guessing that was yeah, a lot of typos in this again. So yeah, possible protections present upper vulnerable. You don't have an approach to read the okay, yeah. So yeah, that's just potential protections that there are. Further down, we're presented with a possible. Here we can see that AppArmor is present but not fully accessible due to low privileges we currently have. It also seems that other protections like GRS, GR Security, PAX, Exec Shield, and SE Linux aren't active or installed. SEC comp is off, but user namespaces and cgroup2 are on. Address space layout randomization is enabled for security. There's no printer and system is running as a VMware virtual machine. Yeah, we already know that. Based on our vulnerability assessment, here's what we've discovered and should note down. System info, boom. User access, we logged in as user John, who has pseudo privileges, specifically able to run nano again. That's what we're going to exploit, in my opinion. Unusual configuration, data is a part of John's group, potentially on access to John's file, which we already have. We already have access to everything John has, so yeah, that's like early exploitation. This was used. Available tools, the system has useful utilities installed, including curl, wget, Python, Perl, and PHP that could privilege. So yeah, that could be very useful for executing scripts. Security measures, AppArmor is present but not fully accessible. SLR is enabled. I have no idea what either of these are. Again, maybe it's going to teach us down below. Potential vulnerabilities, the Linux exploit suggests to identify some CVEs 35, but they might be patched in this Ubuntu version. Environment, the system is running as a VMware virtual machine. Keep in mind that if you don't know how to proceed from this stage, stage to the exploitation stage, you haven't gathered enough information. This indicates that you either missed something, didn't collect sufficient data, or lack some necessary knowledge. At that point, you should return to the information gathering stage, review results, double check the steps, and verify that you covered everything required. There are many other ways for vulnerability assessment. A great resource to learn more about this is the vulnerability assessment module. Paid one, right? In this case, however, we have enough information to move forward. Next, let's see what we can do with it and see how we can put it to use. I think I've already done this module while I was paying. Yeah, I already completed it. It's tier 0 actually, yeah. We have already done that. There are many other ways. Yeah, we have enough information. Let's see what is the full path of the password file. Okay, it's normally /etc. Let's see what we can do with it. Password, but I'm guessing there's some for it ahead. Okay, never mind. See, that you could just guess that stuff. What is the status of user namespace protection? I have no idea what that is, so we're just gonna find out. From the info that linpiece has compiled for us. So let's go ahead and try to find that. So let's go here. Do this real quick. And then let's go ahead and chat linpiece results.txt. But this time we're gonna grab. I have no idea what that is, so we'll this here, find out, and we'll see what it brings us. User namespace enabled. You got some feedback or echo going on. Is it a lot of echo? Is it like a lot of echo, or is it just a little bit? But this time we're gonna grab. What the fuck is? Oh, I don't know why. Why is it desktop audio? Okay, let me just bring that down. I should have no echo now, maybe. Hopefully. I don't know why. Is there something that's maybe? Oh, I think it's just this. Oh, my bad. It's just my stream was playing in the background on YouTube, and yeah, that was what was creating the echo. Thanks for that, by the way, Wade. Appreciate it, man. Very noticeable. Yeah, that was the whole YouTube thing playing in the background. Yeah, very sorry for that. That was, yeah, rookie mistake there. Should have muted the page. But let's keep going now. Thank you again. I actually forgot where is that. Okay, what is the name of the user namespace protection? User namespace protection. I mean, it says enabled. What is the name of the user namespace? I have never heard that. I mean, let me just type enabled. Let's see if that it's definitely not enabled, but oh wait, what is the status? It's enabled. I can't read. I'm sorry. It's literally just enabled. That's what he was asking. It's enabled. There we go. I cannot read. I'm sorry about that. What is the status of the ASLR protection? I think it literally told us that here somewhere. ASL is enabled. It literally said that up there, so it's enabled. I don't have to grab it, but you know, if you would have to grab it, you just replace this with ASLR and it should give you the output. What is the full path of the container tool present on the target system? Full path of the container tool. What is the full path of the container tool present on the system? I'm gonna try to grab container and then see if we can find anything here with container in our search. Is this a container? No. Is any container running? No. A container tool that's present. Probably gonna have to go and see with the installed software. A container tool. Let me go cat linpiece grep useful software. Okay. Okay. Didn't find anything here. Software. Useful software. Yeah, I need to find out how to jump to that line here. How to jump to some text in terminal. Control R, Control S. Yeah, see, I should be using Tmux, man. I should really just get used to Tmux, because you see that it makes searching so much easier, but I'm just lazy. Maybe Control R, Control S to search. Let me just clear everything first, and then cat limpy results, and then just get rid of the grep, and then Control S, and then software. Enter. No. Oh, hold up. Using Control R, Control S to search past commands. No, that's past commands. Let me less here, maybe. Less, please. Yes. And then how do I find in on here? Software. S. Okay, I don't know. Just quit that. Hello, Abgren. How's it going, man? I haven't seen you in a long time. How you been? Okay, I have to manually go to the software bit here, I guess, because I can't. Or no, I have to manually go there, don't I? Doing good. I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Just back to grinding, back to learning, and back to streaming, I guess. Hopefully, it's gonna be a bit more regular now. Hopefully a bit more regular streaming. Let's see. Software. If you guys see software somewhere, just stop me, man. There's delay in the stream though, so you're probably gonna tell me like 2 seconds too late, and then I'm gonna have to go searching again. Let's see. Executive files. No, don't need that. I need software. I need the software, man. Where the software at? I hate how I can scroll, by the way. Having to just use the scroll tab is very annoying for this stuff. Pipe it to less. Pipe it to less. Okay, let's pipe it to less here. So cat limpies, and then what? Like pipe it to less, and then like what? Enter and your search. Pipe it to less. Okay, and that, and then my search. So software, and I'll press enter. Oh, there we go. Wait, no, it's not. I I probably should not have used the color thing. Press enter cycle for results. Okay, there we go. Useful software, base64, curl, GCC. Is GCC no, that's a compiling thing. No, it's not a Docker thing. Do you guys see any? Okay, wait, hold up. How do I? Maybe I search container. You can use NOHL to remove highlighting of results. Hold up, let me just get out of here. And let me actually do the same, but this time I'm gonna find container. See if there's anything like cloud, virtual machine, cloud, EC1, EC2, lambda, corporate droplet count, VM or automation count. Okay, this is like the color thing. the color thing is yeah. Okay, let me just do that. What is a full path? How to find container top. How to find container tool in Linux. See that? Such as Docker, Creo. Let me just see here. Docker. No. Okay, it's not Docker. I tried it, you know. You gotta try, man. Even though it's not the way to do it, sometimes, you know, you gotta. The full path. Oh yeah, it might be Docker, but I still need the full path. Tools like Docker, okay. Package manager, reveals state container. Can you explain what you're doing for someone like who want to learn ethical hacking, and what video you have on your YouTube I can watch to start with? Claude, if you want to learn like hacking in general, there are really good websites like Hackthebox. You have Try Hack Me, and there is also Portswigger. If you want to learn, especially like web penetration testing, web hacking, this is a really good one. And if you want to, you know, just learn with me, then you could simply press the little subscribe button that should be around here, and you can like the video to help me out. Where are you from? I'm from Mauritius, man. Mauritius. All right. Let's get back to where we were. We need to find the full path of the container tool present on the target machine here. See what this is. Process scans. We could see if a container is running, and then environment checks. Yeah, I need to check for install binaries, which Docker, Covenant command v Docker, version flags. See, like, let me just explain it to ChatGPT. I already subscribed. Thanks for the info. No problem, Claude. I got you, man. I ran limpies on a target machine, and I got the results back. Now I need to know the what do I need to know? The full path of the container tool present on the target system. That's what we need to know. Let's see. I need to know the full path of the container present on the system. Let's see what ChatGPT gives back to us here. Can you check installed packages? I would have to go back to the VM. Have you completed the planning Hackthebox machine? I have not done a lot of Hackthebox machines. I am mainly learning right now, mainly doing academy stuff. I haven't done, I think I've done like 2 or 3 machines, like seasonal machines, and I got a lot of help from a team that I'm part of. I didn't really contribute anything. The guys in the team are like a lot smarter than I am, so I kind of just copied the write-ups and did the boxes straight, and I did that only for the academy points to unlock modules. That's the only reason I did it. It's kind of cheating, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do to save money, man. Yeah, so first from million example, exactly what container should up compound names include. Okay, let's search for these. Let's search for these here. User bin Docker. We try that. If it's Docker, it might be there. Let's try it out. No, it's not. It might be in a different place though. Let me just hold up. Where was I going again here? Yeah, ChatGPT. Okay, you know what? We're gonna try. I'm gonna try here to go ahead and just find these. If I can't find these, then we're gonna just go on the actual machine and try to find it. If we can't find it over here. All right, let's go and search Docker. Pattern not found. Okay, Docker not found. So let's try Podman. Pattern not found. Am I doing the search correctly or oh Runcy? I think I saw Runcy. No, I think I saw Runcy somewhere on here. Okay, let me just go back to the machine, man. I'm gonna just get back into the machine. Okay, I can't find it. SSH -IRDRSA. Let's jump in. Try apt list installed. All right, let's do that. Apt list -- installed. You all our okay, yeah. Now that's a lot of stuff to go through. Hold up, let me just see real quick. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff to go through. How do I find virtualization software in this? Now, that's the problem. Surely there's a better way to do this with Linpiece itself. There's a better way to do this with Linpiece, surely. Hold up, maybe ChatGPT got something better here. Just scroll through. That's a lot to scroll through, man. This is like, look how much there is. Look how much there is. And I'm not really familiar with, like, you know, container software. So I might even run across one and I don't know it's a container software. So see, that's the problem. That's really just the problem right now. I could just go across a you know, software that could be used and I wouldn't even know. So which Docker, type A Docker, you know, yeah, if I know it's Docker, then yeah, I could just find the path, but I don't know if it's Docker. That's a problem. Yeah, this is assuming that I already know which containerization software is present, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know. The thing is, I don't know which virtualize or containerization. Is it container? That's containerization right now. Yeah, container tool. I don't know which container tool is present on the machine. So I can't really search for Docker or any particular tool. I have to find out which one is present. Yeah, I think that makes it pretty clear what we want here. Now ChatGPT is gonna find out for us. I think it's gonna probably generate a script for us to actually find it. I could look in directories like that. Yep. Yeah, it's struggling with this one, man. To look at any container runtime behind binary on a Linux host without knowing its exact name in advance, you can automate a few things. Compilers of command. Yeah, see, we're gonna have to probably write a script for that. Scan your path for each candidate using shell built-ins like Command V. Command container runtime, scanning your path. Yeah, see, it's gonna have to run a script to find out. And I'm pretty sure Linpiece already runs a script to do that. So you know what? I think I'm just gonna have to read through the goddamn thing. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to read through the linpiece. So the linpiece I put here. So let's exit out of here, and let's ls, and let's cat linpiece results or text. Just get rid of the less though. And now let's try to find any virtualization software here. So, or containerization software, sorry. Searching passwords. I don't know why can I not scroll through this right now? Why can I not? Can somebody tell me why I can't scroll on my turn? Okay, hold up. You know what? What's this? Yeah, let me mouse pad. Mouse pad. And then what's the name of the thing here? Yeah, linpiece results. I should be able to scroll with that. Underscore results. I don't know if it's gonna render. Okay, it doesn't render out the colors. It doesn't render out the colors, man. All right. Hmm. Yeah, let's just cat it, man. I don't know. All relevant hidden files, web files, tables, backup folders, files inside others home. Unexpected in root. Executables. I'm missing a lot of stuff here because of this scroll thing. I can't actually scroll up. Oh, this is annoying, man. Okay, you know what? Let me just try to find something here. Okay, why is everything... Okay, it's a binary file. I can't open it with that. It won't open here. Yeah, it won't open here. All right, how the hell do I do this now? Let me see. I give up on this one. I'll actually see what people... where are we at again? Linux vulnerability assessment. Or Pentest in a nutshell. Search that. I'm actually stuck on this one here. I know the answers in there. It's just that I can't scroll, and you know, it's very annoying. You know what? Matter of fact, let me just close that and reopen another one. Might be my terminal's broken some way. I don't know. Let's cd Hackthebox cat np's results, and now let's try scrolling. Okay, there we go. So my scroll, I guess the terminal was just broken there. Maybe it's because I ran SSH on it. I don't know, but it was broken for some reason. Let's go up, all the way up, and then we'll scroll down. Try to find the answer here. All right, let's see. Basic info. Okay, yep. System info. Pseudo version. Paul. Okay, environment. Okay, maybe it's here. Maybe it's here in the environment. SSH client, the home, log name, term. If somebody sees something, please tell me. Please tell me if you see something. Home John, shell, SSH connection. Nope, not here. Executing Linux exploit suggester. Honestly, getting root in this machine is going to be easier than actually finding that info they're asking for. I can guarantee you guys that. Enabled. It is there. Where? Was it in here? Was it here? Is it dbus or something? Is that that? I don't know. I have no idea. Like I can't. I don't have every single thing memorized, man. No. Honestly, just tell me at this point, man. I'm cooked. I can't be bothered with this. This is boring right now. Um, virtual VMware. No, VMware is not a container tool, is it? Is VMware I don't think does VMware qualify? The tool is LXC. Oh, bro. Why? Why did it not show me this? Why did it not show me? I spent so much time. Why did it not show me this when I searched? Okay, hold up. I got the answer, right? Thank you very much for that, by the way. Blind? I might be blind, man. I might be blind. Yeah. Hold up. Hold up. Maybe case sensitive? Okay, yeah. Actually, no, wait, no. This one is a capital C, so hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Let me just do what we did earlier, right? So cat into less. Let's see. Now let's find container. Okay, now next. Okay, how do you next again? And why any running containers? Hold up. Oh, it was there. It was literally there, like right up. But for some reason, when I search, it literally showed me this when I searched, right? It literally showed me this. You see that? I think I know. If I did not get the color coding, so if I didn't like actually get it with color coding, and I used the flag that they told me to use, it would have been a bit easier to search for this. It's kind of my fault, but I still blame them. I'm still gonna blame them because I'm salty, man. I'm kind of salty right now. Yeah, let's do the next bit, I guess now. Yeah, Linux privilege escalation. Let's go. Let's keep running, I guess, you know. We're already in it. Do we go and keep doing it? It breaks the text formatting less. Yeah, it does that, and also because of all of these colors, you know, they show you the color codes like in between brackets, like 132 and a whatever. It just shows all of these. It does not render it as a color, but it puts password between two brackets with the color code. So, or like one bracket before it and then password. So it just makes it look really ugly. Color coding is just useless. I don't, you know, it's useful in here because it helps to separate everything nicely, I guess, you know, and it helps you find like the important stuff, like the red stuff, you know, you should look at them. I should have probably gotten a separate result for searching through without the color coding, maybe. But yeah, this was kind of an annoying one, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of a very annoying one, actually. I have to go. As a matter of fact, I might actually go as well. And I'll probably complete the remaining two here tomorrow evening, maybe. Good luck with Hackthebox. Thank you. Thank you, Abgren. Thank you for helping out and thank you for staying with me. I really appreciate that. I think I'm gonna dip as well here and just yeah. We've already done these two bits. I'm gonna do how many functions, nanobit. yeah, so yeah, we just gotta use GTFO bins with nano here. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do next time. This is gonna be easy as hell. It's gonna take like 3 lines or like 5 minutes to get root with the nano binary that can be exploited with sudo. And then the UID is just gonna be ID, and it's probably gonna be 0 or something like that. I don't know, 0. Yeah. See, like I literally, man, this is such. I didn't even have to. Like I didn't even have that. You can guess that stuff, man. That's easy. Unlike the virtualization crap they asked about, or the container crap they asked about last time. And then we're gonna do the Linux paging one as well. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'm just gonna end it for now, and yeah, we'll do the remaining two here for the Linux segment either tomorrow or later on tonight.